This is Friday 25th of May 2018. We're in Ocean Island Camping Park in Feathered-on-Sea in County Wexford. Liam's mum is going to be arriving here today and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. So I'm here on my own. Liam's still in bed. It's now exactly, let's see what time it is. It's now, it's just gone, it's 9:17 in the morning. It's just 17 minutes past 9 in the morning. And I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. So I might decide to make myself a pot of tea, I decided. If I need a mug. So, I need a mug of tea enough. Clean enough. Will do. Yeah, will do. It's clean enough this morning. Suppose it will do. Now, I think my mug is clean enough to use this morning, so I want to get the pot. Oh, June. Still dirty, would you believe? I haven't rinsed out yet. Put the tea bags on the gas cooker. We were making some videos last night, or trying to make videos, or trying to take photographs on the timer last night. So you have the tea bags on the gas cooker. You must have forgotten to take them off. We tried to figure out how to get the timer to work on the camera because we had difficulty trying to get the timer to work. It wouldn't work for us before, so thankfully we got the timer to work yesterday to take the photographs. So we had the camera on the gas cooker. We were trying to take photographs of ourselves in the kitchen yesterday. We tried to get some long ones and portrait ones, landscape ones and portrait ones of ourselves in the kitchen. Apparently the portrait ones didn't come out so well, but the landscape ones came out a lot better. So he had to take the photographs by the fridge. He had the tea bags box on the gas cooker to get the angle, and he must have forgotten to take them off. So it's a wonder I couldn't find them. So I'm just going to make myself a pot of tea now. Excuse the hair. I didn't do my hair yet, so I'm not long out of bed. Liam's still in bed. He got up to do my fire and my computer for me this morning, which he's a true angel, so he is. He's a true angel. I'm just going to open the rest of the curtains. Excuse me. Glorious day out, but unfortunately this hour of the morning in a mobile home it does get very cold, so I need to put the fire on just for a while. Place cools off. Until the place warms up a bit. So when it does warm up, I'll turn the fire down or turn it off. Just for a little while while the place heats up. Then I'll leave it on and then I'll turn it down. So just a nice pot of tea, and then I'll be with you folks. Normally I would do separate videos for the morning, but I'm getting used to the idea now how to do home videos. Because I used to do separate videos in the morning as soon as I was making my tea, but now I realised now I don't need to do separate video for the kitchen anymore, because I looked at the videos, the earlier videos, and I noticed that when I was doing the filming for the living room, I was able to see a good angle of the kitchen, so I don't need to do separate videos anymore when I'm filming the kitchen when I'm making my tea, because I can get a good angle of the kitchen when I'm filming the living room area, talking to you folks. So I don't need to do separate videos anymore, so I could do one long video now in the morning instead of doing two separate videos, because I can get a good angle of the kitchen when I'm talking to you in the mornings. So I don't need to do separate videos anymore, because I used to do separate videos when I was making my tea in the morning, talking to you folks. When I first started making these home videos. This was my very first time doing home videos. I never done home videos before. I never done it before until I came on this holiday. It's only started doing home videos on this holiday. This is the first time I've ever done this. It's only since I came on this holiday that I started doing home videos on my own. So I'm only getting used to it. I'm only getting used to doing these sort of things. So I'm only starting. So this is only a new thing for me now, home videos. So I'm only starting to do this, so this is only I'm only a beginner. So now that I'm used to it, I don't need to do separate videos anymore. So so now that I can see more or less both sides of the both sides of the room, I don't need to do separate videos anymore. So I can get a good angle of the kitchen from the camera. I have the camera on the mantelpiece, so which means I can get both sides of the room. So I don't need to do separate videos anymore, so I can make my cup of tea and talk to you in the kitchen and in the living room at the same time. So I'm going to get my pot now. Now, the last few times I was talking to you, I had to move this over a bit. The last few times I was talking to you, I was more or less nearly forgetting my tea. I was really getting cold, so I had to I'm going to have to avoid ignoring my tea and drink it more, because by the time I finished talking to you and making the videos, my tea was more or less cold. So I'm going to have to continue drinking my tea and not let it get cold. So while I'm talking to you at the same time. So, my teaspoon now. Got my phone as well. So my phone. Yeah. Now we're all set. Now you can talk to it. So Ian will probably stay in bed till God knows what time. So I don't mind, because at least I have little time with you viewers and have a little chat. So we can chat whenever we want, as long as we like. So we can have a bit of time together, just you and just me and you viewers, and just a little time, have a nice little chat together, and we can talk amongst ourselves and whatever. So Liam's mum's coming here today, and I'm very excited. We don't know exactly what time. She's saying she's getting a train, I think mid-morning or something like that. She said the train's in mid-morning, but Liam reckons she'll be in about. She reckons she won't get in until maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're going to pick her up at the station. She's getting a train. She's not getting a bus. She's getting a train. So we're going to pick her up at the station, and then we're going to go to the shops. There's it's in the town. The train's in the town. It's in the town. I can't remember the name of the town now. It's in Waterford town. I can't remember the name. I'm not good at names, but there's apparently where the train station is, there's a gift shops and stuff. So I want to get to a gift shop today, and because I want to bring something back for the stud, bring back a present for the stud and stuff. And there's coffee shops, and you go for coffee, and then we're going to come back here and we have to get our dinner, and we're going to cycle Geraldine in, cycle her down back into the mobile, and we'll have our dinner here, and we'll take some photographs and take some more videos and stuff like that. And, I don't have any official agenda for today. We're just going to stay in today. I don't have another agenda until tomorrow. We have another busy. I don't have another plan until tomorrow. Another riding session tomorrow at 2 o'clock in Clonmines. I'll probably be led by the girl from Switzerland, because Claire's gone to Portugal today. She's off on her holidays today to Portugal. I'm not too sure what time her flight is at. I can't remember what time she said her flight was at. But she's off for 10 days. She's going with her boyfriend. She's going to a wedding, and she's going to make it into a holiday as well. She's going for 10 days. So she's going to the same park that Liam and I went to last year, a Ferreira in the Algarve. So she's going to thoroughly enjoy herself, because it's a beautiful part of Portugal. It's a lovely part. It's actually a lovely country. It's a beautiful country, and I'm hoping to go there myself again. Hopefully next year, and maybe the year after, for another holiday, because it's a beautiful country. I happen to love Portugal very much. It's a beautiful country. The Algarve is a beautiful part of Portugal as well. It's a gorgeous part of Portugal, and she's going to have the time of her life. She's going to thoroughly enjoy it. We send her emails with our email addresses and our mobile contact mobile numbers. So I hope that she'll keep in touch. I hope she'll send us her mobile number and keep in touch. And we invited her over to our place whenever she's over in Dublin, whenever she's on our side of and whenever she's over in Dublin. She said she's always welcome to come over to us, and we'll invite her over to we said she's always welcome to join us to the stud. We'll give her a treat out to the stud and introduce her to some of the horses, and I introduced her to my friend Gail Forson. So she's always welcome to join us to the stud, and welcome to come and join us, and she's always welcome to our place, to our apartment, anytime she wants to come out. I like us to remain friends. I like Liam and I to remain friends with Claire, because she's a lovely girl. She's very friendly, very down to earth. We got on very well. We had lovely chats while I was with her. On the days I was with her, the days that I went riding with her, when she was leading me on the horse. I had lovely chats with her and talking to her about the stud and all those other things. She's very, very friendly, very down to earth person. So I reckon that she would make a great friend. So she's kind of girly, she's very girly kind of person. She'd be great for her. She's very young. She's only been working in Clonmines for 11 years. She's been there since she was 10 years old, and she's now 21. She's quite young. She's still quite young. She's still only a baby. But she likes it, but she is also kind of this is kind of only a pastime for her. She's also works in She does a bit of work as a hairdresser as well. So she likes doing the hairdressing. She enjoys doing the hairdressing. Likes doing hair. She enjoys doing the hairdressing as well. That's only kind of an experience there. Kind of a, you know. But she likes doing the horse thing as well. She loves the horses as well. But the hairdressing is what she would really like to do eventually. But she does like the horses as well. She enjoys it, you know. So the horse that I'm riding, her name is Ches. She's a quarter horse thoroughbred. She's a chestnut, and she had a foal. I may have said it many times, but she had a foal. She had to be taken off her. And she was in the field, and a stallion broke into her, and so she foal had to be taken off. She can't have any more foals, unfortunately, which is a bit sad. But she does do events. She does a bit of show jumping, and she won a few events. She won a lot of her events. She actually came first. She came first in a lot of her events. She came first. So congratulations to her. Well done, Jess. I'm very, very proud. She should be very proud of herself. You know, I know about horse don't understand, but you know, but I'm sure she, in her own way, in her own horse's mind, I'm sure she's very proud of herself. And so, but she's a lovely horse and all that. And she's very easy to get on because she's quite low, like quarter horses are, and they're kind of, they're not the average sized thoroughbreds. They're medium sized. They're kind of smaller sized thoroughbreds. They're only about 14 hands, and 14 hands tall. They're not a full size thoroughbred. A thoroughbred for an average size would be about 15-16 hands tall. She's about 14 hands tall, and so she's quite small, and she's 9 years old. She's 9 years old. That's how old she is. So she's quite young still. But so I'd be sad to say goodbye to Ches when I go home. So I'll be going for hopefully I'll be going for 2 more rides with her. I'll be going to tomorrow and possibly hopefully on Monday, because I'm going home on Tuesday. So I'm a bit sad about that, because I don't want to go home, because I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I'm having the time of my life, and so I'm hoping to come here again. I'm definitely coming here again. No doubt about that, because I love it here, and I definitely come back to this mobile. No doubt about it. Hold on, I give spilled some tea on the table. Look at the kitchen house. I'm very sloppy. I spilled some tea on the table. Yeah, nice and clean. I need to do a bit of tidying up soon, because I need to get the Barney Man's Hoover as well, because I need to clean this place up before we go away back home, and I need to do a bit of tidying up before Jordan comes as well, because it's not fair leaving everything to Jordan to do, or the cleaning up for Jordan. I better drink my tea before it gets cold. You can't beat a cup of tea in the morning. Lovely. Oh, anyway, like my new mug. It's lovely, isn't it? We got matching mugs. We got 2 matching red mugs. We could have got 3, but we didn't know whether Jordan was going to come back. So we got these in, I said Wexford Town. I said Wexford Town. I was meant to say Waterford Town. I said that the other day, and I said when I told you about the mugs where I bought them, I said Wexford Town in Dunn Stores, but I was meant to say Waterford Town. The day I got them, when I mentioned to you about where I bought them, I said I should have got 3 matching mugs, one for Jordan, because I didn't know whether she's coming back. I said the right name of the shop. I said Dunn Stores, but I said it was a town. I said Wexford Town. What I should have said was Waterford Town. I got them in Waterford Town. I'm not very good at names, because I don't know this place very well. I don't know this side of Ireland. It was Waterford Town. Liam actually actually corrected me the other day. He said it's not Wexford Town, it's Waterford Town. So apologies folks, I made a mistake. It's actually Waterford Town that I bought these mugs in Dunn stores, and I said we could have got 3 of these mugs because we didn't. Well, 3 mugs. We got 2 red matching mugs, one for myself and one for Liam. We could have got 3, one for Geraldine. It would have been nice if we got 3 because Geraldine, you know, the 3 of us, you know, 3 mugs would have been nice. Geraldine would have been nice one if we had one for Geraldine, but we didn't know whether she's coming back or not. But if we knew in advance that she's going to come back, we would have got one for her as well. But it would have been nice, 3 of us having mugs instead of a cup. So fortunately, she only has a cup now for her tea. But I might lend her my mug. So I'll be very generous and get her my mug. So I could have got 3 matching mugs. They're actually quite nice. I can't remember how much they were, but got them in Dunn stores when we were in the town, and I think it was in the shopping centre, I can't remember. But they're very nice, and we could have got 3. If we knew in advance, we would have got 3 mugs, one for herself as well. So see, the cups here are tiny. I probably showed you the other day when I made the other home video the other morning. How small the cups were. They're absolutely tiny. You can barely get any tea in them. Small little things. They're probably even smaller than the ones you get in Brambles. Brambles in Dundrum. They're probably even smaller than those cups. Tiny little things. And when you give 3 or 4 sips of tea in them, but you can get a good proper cup of tea in them. You get loads of tea in them. And so if I'd known she's coming in advance, I would have got 3, but unfortunately I've only got 2. So I may lend her my mug. So I'll be very generous and lend her my mug today. So when she comes over. So it's a pity. It would be nice to have 3 red matching mugs. Well, really burden to know. But anyway, she's coming over today, and I'm looking forward to it. So we'll have a bit of extra company, and I'll be looking forward to more of her cooking as well. So Liam can have a bit of a break. He'll have a break now for the rest of the holiday. He'll be off cooking duties for the rest of the holiday, so he'll be relieved about that. A bit of a breather for him. He can relax, and then Geraldine could do all the rest of the cooking for the rest of the holiday. So it's a lovely day out, a glorious day. So beautiful blue sky. Well, there's a few clouds, but it's not grey clouds. But it's beautiful blue sky, and so I think it's in the 20s today. I'm not too sure what the full. I think it's in the 20s. But it does get cool in the morning, so that's why I asked him to put the fire on for a little while. So Liam's been very good. He's been godsend to put the fire on for me on my computer. So he's gone to bed now. So back into bed. So I'm just making myself a mug of tea now. So have a nice cup of tea. Can't beat a cup of tea in the morning. I wonder how things are getting on in the stud. I can imagine what it's like at this time of year. I say it's very busy, very hectic. All the kids are off at school for the holidays now. You'd be mad when we go back. It'd be bedlam, kids all over the place. It'd be very difficult to film. I can imagine it's going to be very hard to film when we go back. A lot of kids running around the place. It'd be manic. It'd be totally manic when we go back next Wednesday. So it's going to be really manic when we go back. So it's going to be really manic, and so it'll be jam-packed, I'd say. The kids are off at school now, off for school over the holidays, because it's going to the summer holidays now, so it's going to be very, very busy. So it's going to be very difficult to film. So I hope Liam's going to do what he does best and not film too much ground, and film some scenery and film some horses or whatever, and doesn't film too much ground, or film some walls and stuff like that and stuff, because he's kind of film a lot of ground and stuff like that when it's difficult to film when there's a lot of people around and stuff like that. He's trying to film a lot of ground and footage and stuff like that. So I don't want any ground footage. I don't want my viewers to see a lot of ground footage on the videos. So I want to get some sort of scenery, some sort of footage of some sort next week when we're back at the stud. I'm looking forward to seeing my friends, looking forward to seeing Gavors and what had the Italian stallion. looking forward to doing all that again next week. And I'm hoping that Invincible is alright, because I've been very concerned about Invincible, because he's been going off his food before we went away on holiday. He's been not hardly eating his food, hardly touching his oats, and he's been barely touching his oats before he went on holiday. He hasn't been finishing his dinners before we went on holiday, because every day, the last few days before we went home, before we left on our holidays, every day, the end of our days before we left to go on our holidays, his bowl was always full, or it was half full. It was never empty. So because normally every day before we go home, before we leave at 4:30 to go home, his bowl's always empty. And his bowl, for the last few days that we were there before he went home, his bowl wasn't empty. So which is not like Invincible, because usually Invincible would literally practically eat the plate, and he was kind of eating bits of it here and there, and kind of nibbling at the hay, or he'd be just standing there like, and or falling asleep or whatever. But I don't know what it is. His appetite seems to be lacking, and I've been quite concerned about him. Like, he's 21 and he's the oldest horse, and he's the highest stud fee there. He's €120,000, and Invincible can't afford to get ill, like, because the stud need Invincible, like, because it's his stud fee that's keeping that place going. And like, you know, without Invincible, like, that place wouldn't go so well, and it wouldn't literally survive as such. It wouldn't survive as well without Invincible, because it's his money that's literally keeping that place going strong and stuff like that, because he's the highest stud fee. After all, he does pay 1/3 of the income at that place. He pays 1/3 of the income, like, and his fee's €120,000. So he's been there for the last 15 years. His first stud fee was 10,000 when he started going. It was 10,000 back in 2003 when he was there. 2003 when he first became the stud 15 years ago. And I'm not too sure how long it took for it to shoot up to 120, but he's been there the last 15 years. And we have a son there now, and his son's starting fee is 12,000, 2,000 more than his dad's starting fee 15 years ago. So let's hope he will match up to his dad's reputation, and hopefully carry on his legacy for many years to come in the future, and maybe hopefully be as successful as his dad, and maybe even more as successful as his dad. I think I read in the website that they're hoping to open a contract with Australia, like they are with Free Eagle. Free Eagle, as you know, is in contract with Ireland and Australia to cover mares. So he goes to Cornerstone in the second half of the year. In the first half of the year, Free Eagle is in the Irish National Stud from February to July, and then from July to December he's in Cornerstone in Australia to cover mares. So he only gets about 2 months off from December to January, and then he's back working in February in Ireland in the Irish National Stud, and then he's over to Australia in July to December to cover more mares. So I think I read that they're hoping to do that with Invincible Son National Defence. So because him being an Invincible Son, so they think that he being an Invincible Son, he could be valuable to the stud. So I think that's one main reason why they want to do that contract with Australia. So hopefully now he could be beneficial in that way. So hopefully he'll match his dad's success and carry on his good work. So when his dad passes on, hopefully it won't be for a very long time yet, because I want him to live for a good long time yet. I love Invincible. He's my inspiration, and I love that horse. He's my true inspiration. I love him very much, and it'd be a sad loss to lose him now. I don't want to lose him just yet. I hope he lives for at least another 10 years or 20 years. You know, he's still very fit. He's still full of vitality, full of energy, full of life. He doesn't even look like a 21-year-old horse. He looks like a 2-year-old horse. He hasn't got a wrinkle on him, and he looks